Welcome everyone. In this video today, we are going to be taking a closer look at exactly what is earth science. We are going to be taking a closer look at what kind of topics we are going to be studying this year within our earth science course. So for today's exploration of earth science, I'm going to ask you all to use your imaginations a bit. And I've provided some pictures within this presentation to help you along the way. So the first thing that I'd like you to imagine is a forest. Close your eyes, think about it. Smell the trees. That fresh pine scent all around you. And I want you to think about the trees in the forest. Each section of the forest is called a grove. I want you to think about the subjects that you learn in school being like a forest. And each subject is its own section or its own grove. For example, we have a section of trees for the English classes, and one for math, and a grove for foreign language and history and the arts. And then, of course, we have our grove of trees or our section for science. So now I want you to picture those trees in the science section, the science grove. Each individual tree represents one of the topics or subjects within science. We have a biology tree, which you'll be looking at next year, chemistry, physics, and of course the tree that represents earth science. Let's take a closer look at our earth science tree. Within our earth science tree, we have branches. More specifically, earth science is broken down into 5 individual branches called the branches of earth science, hence the tree analogy. We're going to take a closer look at what we study in all 5 of these branches. The real reason why we divide earth science into branches is because earth science covers such a large breadth of topics that it makes it much more manageable when we break it down into smaller groups. So one of the first branches of earth science we are going to study this year is going to be astronomy. Astronomy is the study of the universe beyond Earth. Basically, we're going to be looking at outer space this year. We're going to be covering things like planets and stars, asteroids and galaxies, black holes, the Big Bang Theory. We're going to touch on a little bit of everything in astronomy. The next branch of earth science we are going to cover this year is going to be geology. Geology is considered to be the study of the physical earth and its history. So we're looking at the rocks that make up our planet, the minerals, how they move around, plate tectonics, volcanoes and earthquakes, weathering and erosion. And for those of you who enjoy history, we're going to cover deep history of Earth itself, going back 4.6 billion years. The third branch of earth science we're going to cover this year is oceanography. This is the study of the oceans. Now, this year we are not covering the biological aspects. We are going to be focusing on the physical aspects of the ocean. So the waves and the tides, the beaches, the ocean floor features, ocean currents, things of that nature. Our fourth branch of earth science that we are going to cover this year is meteorology. Meteorology, by definition, is the study of Earth's atmosphere and climate. Basically, we're going to be covering the weather. We're going to be studying things like hurricanes and tornadoes and every other type of storm we have. We're going to be looking at weather patterns that control the weather that we experience every day. And you're even going to get your hand into some forecasting. Now, the last and final branch of earth science is called environmental science. We will actually not be covering much environmental science this year. It will show up a little bit here and there. The reason why we are not studying much of this year in earth science is because when you go across the street next year to the high school, environmental science is its own class. There's even an advanced placement environmental science course you could take if it's something that you like. Now, just for the sake of covering all the 5 branches, what environmental science actually is the study of the interactions between Earth and living things. So it covers things like climate change and global warming, alternative energy, natural resource management, deforestation, pollution, those types of things. So again, we will dabble a little bit in this year here and there, but mostly we're saving this. So if you feel like this is a topic that you really enjoy, you could think about taking it in the high school next year or your junior or your senior year. So I hope this gives you a nice overview of the main topics that we are going to be studying in earth science this year and gives you a little bit more of an idea of what we're going to be covering in our course. Hopefully you're starting to think about what areas you are looking forward to studying the most. I know I am very excited to share all of this information with you. I'm very passionate about science and earth science, and I'm very excited to get started. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.